Alright guys, we're back at it again with more Trails Through Daybreak. We just got introduced to the Black Light District and we're currently exploring it as we speak, so we're going to continue on from there and see how everything goes. If anything else guys, thank you all for the love and support. Hope you all continue to enjoy, and let's do this. Alright, hold on a second. We got 2 spots to visit. Okay. What do you have here, dude? Bexon.
What'll it be?
Nothing I want. Oh, are you serious? We're fighting already?
Proceeding to neutralize.
You're in for it now. Fine, let's
I like their spunk.
If we must.
There.
Do your worst.
Okay, okay. Well, do you? I don't think you have. No, you don't.
Keep it up. It's working. All you now. Leave this to me.
Going all in.
Oh, none of you have anything, huh? Okay, well, that's fine, I guess.
Come on, come on.
Let's go with... no. Nah.
Let's party.
We need to build it up, so...
Activating skill.
Sucker.
Mr. Arkwright.
Let's go with Magna Slash.
This'll hurt. You make me sick. Keep moving, Van. I'll dice you up. Make it count, Aaron.
Alright, now we need to build their thing up, so... Hold on. What is Aaron's?
Keep it up. It's working.
As for you... No, let's just hit him.
You make me sick.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Ow.
Gotcha.
Miss.
Come on.
I won't hold back.
Even better. How?
Sucker.
Damn it. Oh, that's nothing.
Go time.
That is nothing.
Keep it up.
Activating skill.
There we go. They're stuck.
Keep moving, Van.
There's that. And we'll do... Let's go after him.
Activating skill.
Too fly.
A chance. There. Reset.
You're still not done? Man, okay.
Sucker.
Ha ha ha, let's go.
Activating skill.
Gotcha. Go time.
There we go.
You've got this, Agnes.
No. They're stunned.
Ooh.
Reset. A chance for a shard boost.
Sucker.
Mr. Arkwright.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Get him.
Activating skill. There.
I'm sure you guys figured it out, but the Black Light District ain't exactly the kind of place you visit for fun. Aaron's another story, but the rest of you make it easy pickings for scumbags and lowlifes hacking it down here. You don't come down here by yourselves, understood? Yeah, I get what you mean. Things can get really dicey if you get surrounded here. But if you bring a buddy along, I bet it'd make for a fun fight. Well, ideally, you won't be fighting in a city at all. Still, I didn't realize there were so many people like that down here. Yep, pretty spooky when you think about it. This world here is a lot closer to yours than you might be comfortable with. It is, but honestly, I'm just more surprised this all existed right under my nose. At least it's surprising to someone as well-to-do as me. Perhaps I'm just not very aware of my surroundings. You'd think this would be something of a problem, but it's like everyone just turns a blind eye to it. I hear ya. Blacklight's a lawless place, but they have their own rules instead. The big one being you don't drag innocent civilians into your messes down here. Most tend to follow that, so they'll leave you alone. Keyword being most. Some of them just step out of line, like we just saw. Reminds me of Heiwa's own code. Do you visit here often, Mr. Arkwright? You seem to be rather well informed about this area. I check in from time to time. There's intel down here that you can't find anywhere else. And as you guys might have noticed by now, it's a good place to sharpen your street smarts. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. That's gotta be like the best part of this whole trip. Man, Jaeger's born and bred, ain't ya? Let that be the last fight, please? Well, okay, hold on. We go straight here and... oh. I don't want to talk to you.
Wanna get a drink together?
Huh. Hold on. Are we going here? Wait, shop?
Ooh, you look dangerous.
That's cause I am. Viper Bite. Store. That's expensive though. I don't
I'd
really-
better see you again.
Yeah. Can we go in here? No. Is there more stairs? Do we go up a level? Hold on. Yep, there is.
Seriously?
Wow, there sure are a lot of bars in this place. Hey, gorgeous. Why
They
don't
are
you stop
likely
and
the
chat?
only sources of refuge for the people here.
All my stuff is to die for.
Cheese dogs, wild burger, and dynamite cola.
See you later, handsome.
Not much to choose from, but I'm very interested in that dynamite cola of yours. Alright, guess we're just going up.
Cool. There's a match going on right now.
Is some kind of arena? Nice.
Yep, this here is where they be holding fight tournaments. You go in and beat the shit out of each other. Makes for a gambling hotbed, as you can imagine. Oh, color me intrigued. That's awesome. Sounds like an amazing place to train. Yeah, no, literally anything goes in there. Roids, mods, explosives, you name it. It ain't the place to train. It's straight up blood sport in there. The organizers will even come up with bullshit reasons to make you fight monsters and archaisms. Even if you survive all that shit they throw at you, it really ain't worth it. Just steer clear of it, alright? That's fair. Sounds like you really have to be on your toes in there. Pretty decent prize money if you win, though. I'll give him that much credit. It's one way to make ends meet down here. Mr. Arkwright, you're not speaking from experience, are you? Nah, that shit ain't my scene. Well, not anymore, I mean. Look, they were hard times, okay? That bastard paid for a new truck, but he didn't pay for all the mods like the previous one had. Whatever you say, Chief. Next time you decide to enter, let me know so I can put my money on you. Hell no, I ain't 10 footing that cesspit again. Let me see how it's like. What the hell? Oh, yeah, okay. An archaism against a regular dude.
This is getting hot.
That'll show 'em. For real?
Alright, what's going on down here?
Strange posse you're
Because I feel like we gotta go back down
with.
and all around.
Hey, mister. How about some reading material?
What
What'll
do
you
you
have
have?
today?
What do you have? Proverbs of Justice. Toast. Why not?
Thanks for coming.
What the heck? If I go through here... No, that's not where I'm supposed to go anyway. Alright, hold on. Alright, we can leave now.
Guess I'll check out the arena.
Don't think I've seen you before.
Oh, you know what I just realized? We haven't checked any bulletin boards here. Don't sweat that. As a rule, I don't take for spriggans from anybody down here. Why not? There are a lot of people who could use some help, aren't there? For real. Nobody down here is exactly innocent, so I can't imagine any of them being able to go to the cops or bracers for help. That's the problem. There are some rare exceptions, but almost everyone down here has a checkered past in some way. Ultimately, I can't trust them not to abuse the system. Worst case scenario, I get farmed out as a grunt for some real sketchy shit. Not worth it. It does make sense given Spriggan's reputation for assisting in legally gray matters. I can see how a bad faith actor might exploit them for their own gain, and how society at large would offer little to defend them. To be clear, I already made a point of filtering out those garbage posts to start with. More than anything else, it'd just be a giant time sink trying to vet requests from these parts. That's the biggest reason I don't bother. As much as some folks might think otherwise, I don't deal with criminals. I deal with people who have complicated problems. When somebody has a problem they can't rely on the law or the guild to solve, they come to me. That's all there is to it. That's Van for you. What can I say? It's worked for me so far. Must be doing something right. End of the day, if someone here really wants my services, they're not completely out of luck. They've still got two options. They can post a first brigand in another part of town, or they can come talk to me, same as anybody else really. Doesn't mean I'll agree to help, but I'll hear him out at least. That's our boss, always trying to keep the door open. Speaking of doors, let's get out. Leave the Blacklight District and return? Yep. After leaving the district, they made their way to the surface following a different route. Damn, it's already this late? You were down there a while. It connects to the Riverside District too. It's like a waking from a dream. Guess it was all a bit too much for a kid. Speaking of kids, seems like that boy you ran into is the son of a Jaeger. I really liked it down there. Shady criminals excluded. It was like a conflict could break out any second. A perfect place for training. Not this again. At least it hadn't fully descended to anarchy, even if the rules were somewhat lax. It seems like a good place to procure goods and materials you can't get on the surface. Yeah. Don't want anyone getting hooked on the place, but use it when you need to. Just follow the rules. That goes for you in particular, Aaron. You okay, Agnes? You're awfully quiet. No, I'm perfectly fine. It was just a lot to take in. I'm feeling a bit culture shock, I suppose. I can hardly blame you. I'm sorry. I was probably making you feel even worse with how carried away I was getting. Well, you don't need to feel responsible. It's just... to be honest, I've got something else in my mind too. It does kind of feel like something's been eating at you lately. Worried about things at school? Yes, actually. There's a major opportunity coming up that I was considering opting into, but I think I've decided against it. There's nothing more that it can teach me that I haven't learned already after all. Oh?
Our information did not lead us astray, I see. It's good to see you all, my friends.
That it is.
Your Highness. Najee. Damn, talk about showing up unexpected. Ugh, so this is what the chief was talking about.
Correct. His Highness and I have something to discuss with you. Please, climb in.
So spacious in here. This here is an ETWS stretch limo, right? Hell of a luxury. Ride smooth as a baby's ass too. Still room to move up in the world, huh? The suspension systems in a luxurious vehicle like this versus my pickup are built for totally different things. Speaking of, I take it you like the part I sent you? I got it on special order to ensure it didn't clash with the aesthetic of your truck. Oh, like undersells it. It's a thing of beauty. Even if the ulterior motive behind sending it wasn't just in my head. Still, I'm glad you're both looking well. Thank you. My apologies again for all the trouble we caused you. We weren't expecting to see you all again so soon either. But we were already here for a visit with the president, so the timing happened to line up. What? Oh, the Gramhard guy. Huh? Didn't say anything about a meeting on the news. Some kind of secret talks? You need to concern yourself with the details that are on need-to-know basis. Well, we are living in crazy times. No doubt there's plenty of leaders to be talking about. Much as it bugs me that you clearly got something besides that you want to dump on us. Oh? I think I see what's going on now.
I'm sure you do. We invited you here in the hopes of hiring you. This is a joint request from Elsheim and the CID.
That's quite the pair. I'm committing to nothing, but keep going.
The short of it is, we'd like you to go on another trip for us, to the home of the Verne Company, the city of Basel in the southwest.
That's Calvert's biggest orbit manufacturer, isn't it? This sounds like a big one.
If you could take a look at the screen.
Basel is an industrial city that is home to both the Verne Group's HQ and the Basel Institute of Science. Its artisanal district dates back to the Middle Ages, and it is surrounded by an abundance of nature. Our problem is that as of late, the city's orbital network has become unstable. In addition, suspicious individuals have been sighted leaving and entering the city.
Don't tell me it's... I know what you're thinking, but we can't assume that until we have all the facts, of which we have very little. Under normal circumstances, we would be well informed of the situation as our country has deep ties with the Institute. Unfortunately, its director, who also happens to be Verne's CEO, has been notably unforthcoming as of late. That's strange. Isn't your country one of Verne's largest shareholders? Yes, it is. We are not their principal shareholder, but we still wield considerable influence over the company. Yet, in spite of that fact, the CEO has been emphatically vague in response to our questions. We suspect he is merely buying time. For what, though, I do not know, but his sudden shift in behavior indicates he's hiding something, hence my request to you. Huh. You're not giving me much to work with here. And if you're looking for technical experts, you've come to the wrong place. Oh, I beg to differ. After all, you have one of Marduk's very own concierges in your employ. Also, a little birdie told me you're testing some revolutionary new technology at present. Oh, you mean the Simu thingy? It's still undergoing testing, but we plan to reveal it to the public eventually. Good to hear. I'll most certainly be looking forward to it. Anyhow, if we took our request to the guild, it'd land at the bottom of their list of priorities given that no civilian casualties have occurred. Also, much like the police, there's a wary as a fox with these sorts of mysteries. Right, and if we're on the job, we can deal with any problems that you'd rather keep away from the public eye. The conditions are fair, but you better be willing to pay top mirror for our services or you can count us out. Oh, you needn't worry there. If anything, that makes you more trustworthy in my book. Is that a fact? Well, I think we should definitely consider taking this on, especially if Almada's involved. If possible, I'd like to ask one thing before we agree to take this on. What's the CID's connection to this case? You haven't been upfront about that. Oh? Ever the sharp one. Verne and the Institute are currently part of two national projects. One of them is for making the Zypha standard available to the general public, both at home and abroad. The technology is a national secret, so our involvement should be no surprise. Makes sense. Gotta stay on top of any leaks and scandals so they don't slip through the cracks. What about the other project? Classified. Oh, come on. Boo. Even I don't know the specifics there, so I'm in the same boat as you all. I did try pressing the president for details, but he simply wouldn't budge. Apologies, but that's all the more reason why I cannot divulge any information about the project. The point is, there are many reasons for our involvement. This all sounds fishy as hell, but whatever, get on with it. As you wish. The issue of the Zypha Standards funding source also needs to be addressed. And I will delegate that task to your group's chief and concierge. Huh? What do you mean? Since when did you become my boss? Fine, I'll explain. Zypha being Verne's 6th generation combat orbit is common knowledge at this point. But there's little known fact about the project's humble beginnings. It's got a massive capital injection from an interested party. And that party just happens to be the Valis Investment Bank, which, as it so happens, is also the largest shareholder of Marduk, my employer. I see. Sure feels like I'm hearing the name Valis a lot lately. Valis? Oh, as in the city-state? Correct. It's a giant port city in the Central East. It may not have much land, but through trade in the South Sea, its people amassed a great fortune in which they are investing all over the continent. They're both our allies and our competitors. The Valis Investment Bank is owned by them. So you're trying to drag our asses into Central Eastern Turf War, also we can be your eyes and ears. Well, I guess they could be sending in their own spies, especially with state-level secrets up for grabs. In short, you want us to investigate a highly complex situation from a neutral standpoint and get to the bottom of what's happening there. Does that about sum it up? I'll give you an 85 for that answer. In the event that Valis attempts to interfere, we would also like you to act as a mediator. You've got this all mapped out? Mediation is not one of our specialties, unfortunately, so I'm not certain if we are your best option for that. On the contrary, I think you all are our safest bet on that front. Should you take our request, you will stay in Basel for 3 days. I'm sure there will be other Forspriggans you can juggle at the same time. We can't expect you to leave at once, but it would be best if you departed within the next few days. Wait. Alright, we'll give it some thought when we get back. Can't make any promises. I understand. We won't be out of options if you refuse. The CID never puts all its eggs in one basket. Regardless, everything we told you is strictly confidential. Though I think a rather unexpected issue might work in our favor here. After that, Prince Cherie and Kincaid saw them back to their office. Once they arrived, they enjoyed a dinner at Montmar before gathering to discuss the Crown Prince's request. Take it you ain't heard a thing about all of this from your own company. I'm naturally aware of a plan to make the Zypha standards available to the masses, but not about problems in Basel. If A really is involved, I would have expected to have already been informed. Gotcha. That sounds like something that'd take us 3 days either way. But if we're looking to things at Vern and the Institute, we're gonna need to work mostly weekdays. But that would mean Anya's. Actually, the timing here is rather perfect. You see, wow, high school here sounds really fun. Trust a big school in the capital to bust out the fancy trips. Aramis is all about students thinking for themselves, so something like that makes sense. Bet you'll have reports to write for days about it too. Yes, actually, some of my friends who have come here the other day are considering Basel too. I was interested in going myself, but I wasn't sure whether or not that was the best decision. But you would be leaving next Thursday for 3 days, so the timing matches up splendidly. It's almost as if Arusha wants this to happen. Not that I think my personal circumstances should push us into taking this on, of course. Of course. But that goes both ways. You're a student first, so don't go forcing your decision to line up with our job. Even if we do end up in the same general place, your studies might mean we won't even see each other. Well, I suppose that's true. But that still kind of hurts. Huh? That's rich coming from the guy who always decides where to go based on who has shoved the best dessert down his throat. Speaking of which, where are we going to find in Basel on the front? Excellent question. A baked tart called an Engadin is probably the most famous. It's made of walnuts and honey nougat, and has a simple, mellow taste that's just... I suppose Van's right. I need to make up my own mind about what to do. Otherwise, my great-grandfather would never, or Dad for that matter. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you concern. Not at all. I don't think anyone could blame you for feeling conflicted here. But should we end up going to the same place, rest assured that I will do all I can to support you. She is way too perceptive. Thank you, but why? That's why. Oh. No way. I'll speak to my friends at school tomorrow. But if you could work under the assumption we'll all be going and prepare accordingly. Got it. But don't forget that I'm a student first and foremost, right? I won't. I'll make this work so I can handle my obligations properly, both here and at school. Well, good night. Yeah, night. So I guess we'll be leaving next Thursday, same day as Aramis. But Renee and the prince just dumped this on us, so they can wait until tomorrow for an answer. Still, she's sure looking brighter than when I met her. With how much she's got weighing on her, I'm sure she's still got a lot of work to do. But I'll look out for her as best I can, being her boss and all. Man, that sure was a day. Guess I'll go for a walk to wind down before bed.
Here are the latest forecasts.
Alright, free reign yet again. Alright, first and foremost. Nothing here? Good. I'm gonna watch a movie.
Let's do this.
Alright, what you got for me today, receptionist?
Hello.
Or Palaka? What's playing right now?
Thank you for your visit today.
Wolves Requiem, Sober Curious is going soon,
Showing on
Golden
screen
Blood
will soon
Director's
begin.
Cut. Hold off. Alright, let me
If you have
double
a
check.
ticket, please proceed to the entrance. Later launch.
And I get to use up more bonus points. Okay. So I can talk to her. Yume. The rumored street performer. Okay. Alright. So, first and foremost, let me double check something.
What's next?
No, not that one, sorry. It's this one. And then we'll check out the movie brochures. Golden Blood, Super Curious, This Side of Heaven, Midnight Memories. Okay. I know which
Hello.
one. It will be Wolves Requiem.
We have
Almost couldn't beat
merchandise
that.
for the movie on sale at the shop.
Ron, a young officer of the law, is hot on the heels of a gang he once had ties to. While pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She's free from the clutches of the gang, but they saddled her with an insurmountable debt, with little hope of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl, who begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on it, however, the gang finds her and snatches her away once again. Fueled by the fires of rage, Ron rushes into their hideout and engages the gangsters in a gunfight. He emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. He rescues Michelle from her captivity, and the two embrace each other at last, overjoyed to have made it out alive. And it was at this moment when one of the fallen gangsters lifted his quivering hand and pulled the trigger.
Michelle, hold on.
Ron! Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine. See? Not a single scratch on me.
Thank goodness. I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right? You're always protecting everyone. So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm. When you hold me like this, my fear just melts away.
Not gonna lie, that was a little cliched though. Hey, is that Van I see? Oh, hey Jin. Didn't realize you were here. This time of day is the only stretch I get to myself. Fee filled me in on everything that happened around the film festival in Tharbad. That's how I learned about the movie and it winning the first Lion d'Or. When I saw what they were doing reruns, I couldn't pass up seeing it. Made sense. It won the award for a damn good reason. It's probably the best movie released this year. A real masterpiece. Not to mention that Nina Fenley and her co-star both took the awards for Best Actress and Actor on top of that. I can see why. It was great stuff. Lots of macho action and just as much romance that really pulls at your heartstrings. I loved it. It's impressive how gritty it managed to depict the conflict between the police and the gang while still being so entertaining to watch. Makes me want to follow Leslie Lamb's work and see what else she puts out. He puts out, sorry. And also, there's a picture of Judith right there. Can't say I blame you. The press loves him just as much as the movie nerds like me. I have to imagine he's knee deep in his next film by now. Looking forward to checking it out as a fan when it's out myself. Van's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. From there, Van got on the rest of his evening. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. Maybe I should pick one up as a souvenir. Yes. Wolves Requiem.
Thank you for your visit today.
Yeah, no problem. Let me double check now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Alright, let me bond with some people then. Let's do Teach Me Chess. I hope you're ready, Van. I'm not gonna go easy on you. Someone's eager to learn. I'm impressed you want to try it. It's pretty tricky for a kid your age. That's okay. I watched Grandpa play it before. It always looks fun. I figured he might have had something to do with it. I've seen him playing with his buddies before. Why not ask him to teach you instead of me? I'm sure he'd be really happy to do so. Don't worry about it. And I want to play with you, Van. Alright, if that's what you want, we can go around. With that, Van and Yume started playing. Just the act of teaching Yume how to move the pieces was a struggle in and of itself, let alone all the other rules and complexities in chess. She'd flick her pieces at his to knock them down one moment, and the next she'd be trying to use already captured pieces as her own. But Van's patience never wavered. He gently and slowly continued teaching Yume the rules behind chess in an easy to digest way. Oh, is that how you're gonna play? Yep, my house, my rules. My mistake, Your Highness. Well, as long as she's having fun. Little by little, Yume finally begins to grasp the rules. Her tendency to make moves guided by just intuition made her very unpredictable. Your turn, Yumes. Who's next? Haven't been playing for long, but her instincts are real sharp already. No hesitation when making a play either. Well, I guess she's still a kid. She's good at catching me off guard. I know, how about this? Take that, your turn, Van. Whoa, that's a really good play there, kiddo. Keep this up and you might end up going pro when you're older. Maybe I'm just glad you're having fun. Huh? Are you not having fun too? I am. I'm having lots of fun. And it's because you are, Van. You've been so happy lately. You're always smiling now that Agnes and Fairy and Aaron and Rosette are here. What? Wasn't I happy before that? Heh, you ain't wrong, kid. Not a lot to be happy about back when I just started. Just a bunch of shady jobs. I was just seeing the worst in people. I thought I knew what I was getting into, but spent too long surrounded by nothing but darkness and you eventually go blind. I don't think I can thank you enough, kiddo. That smile of yours was like a lifeline for me, even when everything else in my life was grim. If only you knew how special you are. No wonder your granddad's so crazy about you. Hey, are you listening to me? It's your turn, Van. Come on. Ah, sorry, Yums. Okay, my next move is... Hey, you, punk! Don't you think it's about time I had my granddaughter back? It's getting late. Crap, I lost track of time. Sorry, kiddo. We'll have to finish our match another day. Aw, I want to keep playing. That's okay. I'll find time. Look, Grandpa, look. I learned how to play chess. Now we can play together. Yume. Ah, that's why he wanted me to teach her. She wanted me to teach her. On second thought, I may have been too strict. You can keep playing with our good-for-nothing neighbor. Just make sure you don't go to bed too late. Really? Yep, you earned it for making your old grandpa so proud. I just promise not to keep your mom waiting for her, or she might get mad. I promise. You're such a sucker for Yums. Can't imagine there's much you wouldn't do for her. No one asked you. Let's split into teams. Me and Grandpa against you, Van. 2-1? Well, that ain't fair, but I'm in. I get to play your Grandpa, then that means I don't have to hold back, and... I don't think so. Only one of us gets to look good in front of Yume. I get confused. I'm like, it's either Yums, Yume, or what have you. And I'm certain you understand who it would be. The three of them kept playing deep into the night until an exasperated Paulette finally came to check on them.
More! Teach me more! I can't wait to play!
Unrivaled connection. Okay. Alright, well, on that note, everyone, I'm going to end it here for today. I want to thank you all for watching. When we come back, we're going to finish off the last of the bonding points, as well as take care of what I believe to be another sub-event. And then, as usual, we'll continue on with the story from there. So, thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one.